Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining out, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Welcome to the BigFace Show, man. Your home for the best in new era combat sports. Heavy on the bare knuckle, as always. And, you know, it's a unique time right now. This year, bare knuckle has been exploding. Hundreds and hundreds of percent every day, every month. And, you know, we've been blessed to be at many of these events and watch this growth. And some of this growth is to a superstar that we have coming to the show today. We got the BKB welterweight champ of the world, one of the baddest female fighters on the planet, Jamie, the Red Queen Driver. Welcome to the show. All hail the Red Queen. You know that, there it is. Listen, come out with a tiara, got the, of course, couple stacks on the shoulder.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So how are you doing, champ?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. It's about you. You know what I mean? We are here to see you. All right. So we were there December 6th down in Florida when you Sonya Dryling, you took care of business real quick. I had one of my best interviews I've ever had when you came out the ring, and I was excited. It was such a crazy atmosphere. How has it been, your reign? How has it been?
Man, that night, the energy was electric in that room. I mean, I enjoyed that night more, I think, more than anybody could ever imagine. But I mean, since then, it's been great. It's awesome to know that all the work I've put in, not just over the last couple of years, but my whole combat sports career has led me to this point. And there's many more points to make now.
Oh, listen. And your father was there. Everyone loves your dad. He was fantastic all weekend. Man, come on. Everybody fell in love with him. It was so good, man. And you really handled business because, of course, you had fought Dryling 2 years earlier. You guys had a tough fight that went the distance. You got a split decision win. But this time you went in there. You looked amazing. You were physically just a specimen, and you handled business. So, I mean, talk about the lead up to that fight. What was going through your mind? This is your moment? Is that what's going through your mind?
Yeah, you know, at first, the Sonya Dryling second fight was not supposed to be for the title. And then about 6 weeks out, I got a call from Mel, and he said, you know, we made a mistake. This should be a title fight. We want you guys to fight for the belt and, you know, go on. And that's when I knew, okay, now it's time. I mean, I always knew the second fight with Sonya, the rematch was going to be good because that first fight, you know, everybody was like, looked at me like, what is this? You know, I came in out of shape, way overweight, you know. Obviously, I let everybody know I was going through some personal things. My dad was actually fighting cancer at the time, and I was just having a really hard time dealing with it, you know, and I couldn't get, you know, myself out of my own way. So that was unfortunately why I looked that way in that fight. But then coming into this fight, I knew I had to make a statement. I knew I had to show people what I'm really capable of. And I did just that.
I mean, absolutely. So just to build on that, you look so good, and you've looked so good since the championship win. You've been really utilizing social media. You're very vocal. I mean, I see your presence increasing. How has it made you feel? I mean, like you said, you've led your whole life in the combat sports world, MMA, many years. To finally get that validation has to mean a lot to you.
It does. You know, just before we got on here, I started thinking about how my goals and my dreams have changed completely. Like everybody that gets into combat sports, they want to go to the UFC and they want to be a UFC champion. And that was originally my goals and my dreams until I started to try other combat sports, Sambo, and then getting into kickboxing and Muay Thai. And then I just eventually over the years, it just led me here. And I found the sport that I was built for and I was bred for, and this is it. And it shows.
Oh yeah, it definitely shows. I mean, you built for that. I'm sure many women have been scared outside of wherever they're at because this is bare knuckle. There's no pads, there's no nothing. And it's a game plan. It's not just savagery in there. No. You know exactly what you're doing when you get into the Trigon, right?
Yep. No, I know every time. I mean, and I'm blessed that I came from MMA because it's not just boxing. It's bare knuckle boxing. So there's the clinch game and the wrestling. And a lot of people I notice lose that. And, I don't. And that's what I'm
No.
saying.
And you're not afraid of the physicality. You're a very, very physical person. It's
Yeah.
obvious in the way you carry yourself. Physicality is no problem for you. So you are at home in there. Let's talk about something here. So a lot of champs, they get the belt. You got that big, pretty diamonds and silver, and I mean that belt goes back to the 1800s. A lot of history in that belt.
Mhm.
Most people would get called out. They want that belt, but no one is calling out the Red Queen. What's going on with that?
Crickets. You hear that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hear
I
either
didn't.
because
I didn't.
no, heard
No.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
I don't blame them. I would be terrified too, honestly, but it's a little agitating, for them to push out rankings and I see there's the number 2 girl and nothing, the number 3 girl,
Nope.
nothing.
You would think.
And I get it. Their coaches are saving them from a beatdown. But that's okay because obviously we can go into this. I want
Yes,
to be a double champ.
I know.
So there's air and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I will always make an opportunity for myself. So with that, if it's possible, and I think it is, and we're going to make it possible, I'm going to go down to 140 and be the champ there.
Okay, so let's talk about you saying you want to go down to 140. Are we talking about so we got the super welterweight champ, right? You're welterweight. So super welterweight Courtney Cameron, she's above you, right? What weight is that?
140.
Oh,
That's below.
no.
I'm
Oh,
the
that's below.
heaviest weight.
Okay, all right. Okay, so
At least where there's a belt at, I'm the heaviest.
right, right. You're the heaviest weight where there's a belt at, and that's 147, if I'm
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Correct.
Mhm.
All right. And so Courtney, the headhunter Cameron, who we had the pleasure of talking to in Denver at the last BKB event, well, actually the last official BYB event before the switch over. It looks like a great fight on paper for you. It lines up well for you. Is there a reason that Courtney Cameron isn't the next fight?
Again, crickets. I mean, I think everybody saw I've called her out. I called her out as soon as I won the belt. I called her out, I think, a month ago and then 2 weeks ago. I've called her out a few times and crickets on the home front. So as far as BKB speaking with them, all I heard was people weren't ready. Names were not spoken. All I heard were nobody's ready for you. Nobody wants to fight you, but there's one. It's not Courtney. And it's nobody at 147, but there is one that is willing to fight me because she's a down ass, you know what.
There we go.
So we're gonna let Courtney have her time to prepare for Big Mama. And I'll fight this other broad, beat her, and then I'm gonna go for Courtney.
So I know that you'll fight whomever they ask you to fight.
Yeah,
That's
I never
because you
say
want to
no.
fight. No,
Yeah.
and plus you want to stay busy. It has been a little bit of time. Not much time has passed. Let's see, December, February, January. You've had about 5 or 6. How have you enjoyed the championship? All right, you the champ now. Everywhere you go, everybody wants to see the belt. They want to be piece of the champ. Has your life changed since you won the belt?
Not really. Besides the questions and people wanting to see the belt or me to bring it or something like that, that's really it. Other than that, I could care less. I just want to go back to training and want to be in fight camp. When's the next fight?
How many times do you want to fight a year, Jamie? Like how many times would you let people perfect world?
Man,
How many
I'd
times
fight every day
would you fight a year?
I'd fight
Every
every
day.
damn day.
Oh my God.
No, but I mean, realistically, I would love to fight 3.
Yes.
With bare knuckle though, it's I've broke hands and things like that. You have injuries, but if I could fight 2 to 3, golden.
Yeah, but the last couple of fights, you got them out there and won. I mean, if you're getting them out of there and won, you look pretty good. You came out, you were still fine as frog hair, as my uncle used to say when you came out of that championship fight. I interviewed you right out of the ring.
You did right then and there. I
didn't have a mark on you.
Remember that interview to save my life.
Hey, we came up, you were screaming. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it was the whole, like you said, it was so electric in that atmosphere that night. Celebrities, I met a lot. It was such a cool event. I mean, BKB events are very it's real intimate, right? But
it is.
It's so and it's great to see bare knuckle fans because most people you see them, it's the first time they came to a show, and when you come live, you're hooked. You are hooked.
Every person I've spoken to, they're nervous about coming to a bare knuckle fight because it's very violent, and you see blood flying, teeth flying, people being broke. You literally watch people break in there, you know. So for people to watch it is a lot, but then every time they watch the fights, they feel the energy and they see how just it's almost like bare knuckle just takes over people's spirit, and I watch it all the time, and it's beautiful, and then they never get enough.
Well,
They
it's
come
so
back
re-
every
it's
time.
Red Queen. It's so relatable. We've all been in the bare knuckle. It's nothing like. So I want people to say yes, while you can relate to being in a bare knuckle fight. It's nothing like what the sport is becoming. It's just like MMA. When MMA was burgeoning, you know, people were, you know, some people were experts at it, some people weren't. But you're learning. I've learned so much in 2 years of covering bare knuckle, just the different of a sport that it is. And it's such an immediate, that's why people love it. 13 fights, 9 knockouts, you're out of there in 3 hours. This isn't boxing. No.
This is not boxing.
No.
It's a part of it, but it ain't boxing, baby.
So, a person like you with great hands, I'm sure you were super, like, once you found this, because you were in MMA and you're trying to stop people from wrestling you to the ground. You're a great striker. You're a fantastic top of the line striker. And now here's your sport. They can't do nothing. They have to handle you.
Yeah.
And they can't.
So now I'm being avoided. And that's okay, because I know this is God's plan, and it's all in his timing, and it's all going to work out. It all does. This, how I see it, is this is just giving me more time to get better, even better than I already am. And I'm the fucking best. Excuse
me. Honestly,
sorry, Dad.
She finally did it, y'all. She told me before the show, I'm not going to cuss. I said, oh, you can cuss on BigFace show. But she said, no, my dad watching. So I'll say this, and while you may be a seasoned veteran to how you feel as far as you are a spring chicken in bare knuckle. You are definitely one of the younger competitors. So you are poised for a long reign. And you're going to be you get to be like a Chuck Liddell figure in UFC, and you'll also get to see the transition to the next level because you are young enough to do that. And I can't wait to see what you do. I mean, I'm amazed.
Thank you. I'm excited. You know, there's, like I said, there's so much room for opportunity and for me to grow and for bigger things to come along within BKB, you know. And I know I'm talking about being a double champ. Like I said before, if there's another weight class,
let's get you
it
around
too,
the world.
You know
Listen,
so I'll be a 3-weight world champion. I'm just saying, BKB, if you want to open up 150, 154, I'll be there.
So shout out to Mike, of course. Shout out to Mike, and shout out to Greg Bloom, and shout out to the whole team there in the rebrand from BYB to BKB, taking the mighty Trigon international. You know, of course, he acquired BKB last year, but now you guys officially relicensed yourself. The best name in the sport, by the way, bare knuckle boxing. It says everything you wanted to say. Yep. I can't wait to go see you over in Europe, and when they get a load of you overseas, they're gonna love you. All right. Oh, yeah. So are you ready to? So you got to tell Mike. I know you want to fight international. We got to get you over to national.
Man, I harass them. Mel is sick of me. I tell him all the time, like, you find a UK broad, send me over there. And, you know, unfortunately, right, again, it's a weight class thing. A lot of those girls, they're smaller, and I'm a big girl. So, you know, if they find someone, they know I'm all in it. And I know they did just sign a few girls over there that are a little bit bigger, and they're going to get their bearings and have a couple fights. You know, I'm 4 or 5 fights in, so they need their experience, and then they can come play with the big dog, you know?
So, I mean, I do see that growth in the sport, the 145 to 155 for females. That's going to be the growth in the sport this next year. You're seeing, because there's a lot of great fighters, female fighters in that weight class that maybe have been boxing and scared to try the waters. But there's plenty. You see in the rival promotion, they're having finally a 145 belt in Dubai. Finally.
Hannah Rankin.
Hannah Rankin versus Jessica Borga.
I like both of them. Okay. I don't really know Borga. I think
Rankin is dope. You have to have respect. Rankin is a fantastic boxer.
Fantastic boxer. Mm-hmm. I'd smack both of them though. Respectfully.
And this is your sport. I would be betting on. I bet these. I love to bet these fights. I'd have to bet that for sure. I don't see anyone in that weight class right now challenging you. No. You know, only, and speaking with total respect, as far as, to me, of all the female fighting sports, bare knuckle is the most exciting. I love seeing. I agree. It's almost better than the men's. Like, every time you watch boxing, it's whatever. You know, we've seen it on the undercards. It's great. It's exciting. but nothing like this female bear because it's a level playing field. The only other person I think is as dominant as you is a Christine Ferrer. You guys are dominant forces. I don't know who's going to beat you, to be honest. I don't see them on the horizon, right?
Yeah, right now I see nobody. I'll be looking, but that's okay. All in due time. I hope they find someone that will actually match me. That's what I look for because in
listen,
fighting,
so
it's about finding females that I want to be tested.
I
And
know
so sometimes I look at these females, I'm like, well, but hey, it is what it is.
So one of our illustrious viewers here says, "Such a shame that we can't get promotions to cross promote because they'd love to see Jamie Driver, Jessica Borga. I mean, that'd be
I
two
see
really
that. I
hot
see the
women.
comment.
I mean, it'd be crazy. I mean, I think that we're going to get there one day. Of course, I don't think Mike Vasquez is opposed to that, to be honest, in a working relationship as one of the owners, but the whole sport has to be there. I see it growing to the point where we see those things. But right now, to be important with you, that Trigon is so intimidating. And just to see it live, you have to see it live, y'all.
Yeah.
It's the third person in the ring. It's a strategy, Jamie. Do you not work with those three corners in mind?
So yeah, I mean, sometimes when I'm in training, we'll cut the boxing ring off so that I can get that feel of, okay, because you only can take a step or two back and then you have to cut an angle, or guess what? You're stuck in the corner. And for me, I don't mind. I can fight out of the corner. I mean, I can fight anywhere, long range, mid range. It doesn't matter. Inside the pocket, outside, wherever you put me, I'm going to dog walk them. But a lot of people, that corner, it's a lot tighter than a boxing ring. It's way tighter than a boxing ring. And when you get in there, and if you don't know how to wrestle out or fight out of it, you're stuck and you're most likely that's it. Like you saw to Sonya, I put her in the corner.
Man, it was devastating.
So,
right.
Yeah.
And to me, it was, you utilize that. You fight a lot going forward. I've watched all your fights and you don't fight really going backwards. So for you getting in the corner, I mean, it's rare, right? So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for taking time to be here. You're one of my favorite fighters. You are definitely, your trajectory is crazy right now on the internet, everywhere. Everybody wants to see what you're going to do next. Before we let you go, I would love for you to shout out any sponsors that you have, gyms, give your people some love.
No, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on. Thank you for, you always be riding for me and supporting me. So I'm really appreciative of you taking the time to talk to me. And I can't wait for the next fight. I can't wait till we get air this out. I just want to say thank you to my head coach. Well, actually, first, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for always keeping me alive, waking me up every day, and giving me the courage and the strength to keep pursuing my dreams and my passions. Thank you to my head coach, Derek Santos, and Coach Smitty at DS Boxing in Boca Raton, and my strength and conditioning coach, Jack. He'd be whooping my booty, but it's for a great reason. Obviously, we did our thing. I want to thank my sponsors, Quality Drywall, Rainwear Seamless Gutters, Ikekata brand. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Sheath Underwear, Dr. Nasser, my chiropractor in Deerfield Beach. Oh, amazing, my man. He keeps me together in camp. And I want to actually give a shout out to, I started working part-time at a club in West Palm Beach. It's called Spearmint Rhino. It's a gentleman's club if anyone's ever interested in coming in. I work security there. And I just wanted to shout them out because they are truly an amazing employer. They have welcomed me in with open arms. And as fighters know, we have to make a little part-time money and hustle. And they're truly supportive of my dreams and my career. So I'm really blessed. And I just want to shout them out. So thank you guys. And I really want to say thank you to my fans, all my friends, my family, everybody that supports me and is here for me. We got some big things in the works. And Red Queen is going to do her thing. You know what I'm saying?
And a little bird told me, shout out to Steve Jimenez over at New Level Boxing.
Yes.
A little bird says he's about to be outfitting you in the flyest gear to do. Got some fresh gear. And I understand he might be lacing you. Yeah.
Steve Jimenez, yes, New Level Boxing. We are going to be creating a really awesome. I
can't wait to see the red and black. I just already know what's coming with the red and black. I told him listen, I'm the one that called him. I said, listen, man, I don't know if you know, but you need to call this young lady right here because she's amazing. Not only amazing fighter, which is always great, right? but your personality and the way you go about your business. This is your time, man. I'm so happy that we're here to envision it. Thank you for taking time to be on my show. I really appreciate you, man. You're a friend of mine, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for connecting me with him too.
Of course. And more to come. And more, it's all about the network, not the net worth. You need the network.
Because the net worth will come with the network.
Oh, yeah. If you choose quality folks. So there you have it, man. Jamie, thank you so much, man. Thank you for being with us. I really appreciate you, champ.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it too.
All right. I'll talk to you next time. There you have it. Big Face Show, man. Come on, man. Jamie, the Red Queen driver, a dominating force in BKB with the biggest days ahead of her. You heard her there. She needs a double champ. Mike, I know you watch the show. She needs to double champ. She want a whole bunch of metal. She want to carry the weight. And once again, man, I'm just so happy and thrilled to be a part of bare knuckle sports as it grows, fastest growing sport in the world. And you know, Big Face, man, there ain't no Coliseums without the gladiators.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.